Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti, and it's Friday, Pete. We're a bit late this week.
Yeah, we're a little late, but...
My fault.
It's comfortable here though, Darren.
Sun's out.
Windy outside and a bit fresh, but beautiful in here.
We've had a good week weather-wise, and this weekend it's all going to change. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, but anyway, we've got a couple of wet trackers in and we're running on the grass, so we should be happy with that.
Bit of turf trap racing. We look like little dicky knees here, don't we? We've got the camera in a bit, anyway. They can see us.
Now, we've been all over the track at the races in the last week, Pete. We haven't...
all over the place in more reasons than one.
We haven't won a race, but we've been in the placings.
Some horses ready to win. Might have said that a bit over the last couple of weeks.
You teasing us, but anyway, let's go through them.
Not last week. I can't remember if we mentioned Lady McPhee. If we did it before you went or after. I reckon we did it after. But
can't remember. I drove to Warrnambool.
Yeah,
it was pretty cold.
I'm sure we did mention it, but we'll mention her again. She real bold track, but got through it okay. Finished fourth.
Yeah, the rider said it was the heaviest track he's ever ridden on.
Yeah,
but she did get home to run fourth.
Yeah. Yep.
And I thought the run was okay, and to me she looks like, now they've got that run under her belt, we step her out in distance, and she shouldn't be far off winning if we get her on the right track.
She's nominated for Sandown, but it's only at 12, so I would think Robbie's probably got other things in mind, but other races in mind, should I say, but she's knocking on the door.
I agree with you.
Connery, the Saturday.
Yes.
Wasn't beaten far.
Where did he finish?
Finished 8th, beaten, I think, 2.5 roundabout.
Who rode it?
Your mate.
Craig
Willie Wagtail Williams. It's the end of the racing season, mate. He's out and about on the phone looking for rides.
Thought the horse went well.
Yeah. Yeah. Look,
I'm just leading you in here nicely.
Look, he ran okay. There's a couple come off his back late and passed him, which to me just took a little bit away from it, because obviously they went at a mediocre pace in the middle of the race. He was back on the fence, probably had no overwinning from where he was because he had to run stupid sectionals to win.
So you reckon you had him too far back?
Well, it's just the way the race rolls. Barrier 1, I don't like barrier 1 a lot of the times with these horses. I'd rather be in a position where you can get going when you want to,
make your own
rather
luck.
Be dictated to the race.
Yeah, you're right. This, he would have had to break 34 to be in the finish, and on that track, probably couldn't.
No, just the fact, like I said, a couple just got past him late.
I reckon it might have been better out wider too.
Yeah, they were just on the outside. But look, I mean, he's beaten 2.5. 4 runs ago, we'll win the 64 at Warrnambool.
Yeah. Maybe that's his grade.
70, and I think that's the other thing. That's it. He can win at that level, but
so maybe he didn't handle the heavy. Because it raced like a heavy 9, they said.
Yeah, it was pretty chopped up at Warrnambool that day, one though.
Yeah, so I don't know.
They're little bits.
We've got lots of excuses.
Yeah, the fact he is up in grade, when you get to that level, you need everything to go your right way.
I was thinking the other day, a lot of horses, you find a lot of reasons why they get beat. Yeah. Imagine if we're sitting here and we owned Wings. What would we be saying? What a great ride.
Boring old conversation, actually, couldn't it?
It going fast, slow, heavy.
But we'd probably...
Blast, out wide, on the fence. Track bias, not a factor. Just wins every start.
Just tick at the box.
It's a lot easier when you're better than them.
It is.
So I think what we have to say is that's his mark.
Yeah, and look, we can come back to 84 and still have him run around with 57. So
I think Archie will find the right race.
Yeah, and I think maybe he did say just a little bit longer between runs too, where the horse has got a few issues.
So. I think that's good.
So anyway, again, his last 2 runs, he's only been beaten a length and a half and 2 lengths. So
he's not going.
He's not far away. No. That evening, I think it was that evening, Melbourne.
4:30 a.m. or something, wasn't it? Ridiculous.
I can't think where it was now. Where was it?
Oh, Lyon or somewhere.
Yeah. Leon Pirelli?
Yeah.
Something like that. Or
in the UK it was.
Ran okay. I only seen that little bit of vision. Actually, I might even pop it up now for everyone to have a look. There's a little racing channel there where they just put up, it's a bit like the old days, just to show you the last furlong of every race that was on the Saturday. So I'll pop that up. You can see...
So this is Heartbreak City's little sister.
Big bald face.
Who's kind of... we don't actually know if it's any good yet, but it's following the same path. A few goes over the jumps, no good at that.
Yeah.
and a couple of goes on the flat and showing enough without dominating just yet.
Well, last week was that Derby there. This week was the Oaks. Now I don't know where that measures up to. And it's not our Derby and Oaks, but it's obviously their regarded races wherever they are over there. So, and not far away. I mean, the winner won pretty well, but her form's consistent. I don't know where they go now.
We need to win one.
Yeah. So
anyway.
Now I think Sunday, we had Tiberian run over there too, but I think that was Monday morning. Before that,
well, let's talk about Tiberian.
Oh, I'm getting down the road.
That was, where was that? Somewhere in France.
Yeah, that was the one. Lyon,
was it? Right.
Pirelli, yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, that was in France.
Yeah.
So he had a nice run actually.
Yeah, I was
travelled up nicely, and probably the 300 he just put the flag up and dropped out. So we believe that's his last run for us.
Yeah.
He's in the Arcana Tried Horse Sale next week, and he'll be sold. So at this stage, he's done really. I think he's done a great job. He's been a very good horse, and all things come to an end sooner or later, and he either can't or doesn't want to do it anymore. So at that level,
it's an interesting point, isn't it? Because people go, how can a horse be there and travelling so well and then don't finish off? I think we've got a couple of examples even closer to home.
Yeah.
When they don't want to be competitive, when it gets really serious, they won't.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So,
for whatever reasons,
Yep.
But he gave a lot of people a big thrill.
He's a very good horse, He's a very good horse, and we'll never forget that big run in the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah, and those lead-up runs where he won the Group 2s and 3s and got here. That was a lot of excitement because I think at the 300 metre mark, we're a horse that was going to be, we got excited. We didn't know where he was going to finish.
No, well, he was big in the Melbourne Cup, wasn't he?
Right, back to the Sunday. We had two runners, Bendigo.
Yep.
Both ran well. My Shiny Choice, fourth, beaten a length and a half. I was surprised it was actually that close. I watched it on an angle where I thought he was beaten probably 2 or 3, but he sat outside the leader, under pressure at the 600, but to his credit, actually stuck to his guns. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so. He was way up in grade, wasn't he?
That's
and,
his.
Look, I think at the end of the day, when he won the 2 races, he was able to lead and dictate, and he wasn't able to do that in that race because he was doing the chasing. So I think Matthew felt that probably just back in grade and more time between runs might suit him better.
He's got to this level with Griffo, and again, horses find a ceiling, but we can come back a cog from Bendigo benchmarks there.
Yeah.
Strong meeting that was last
I
Sunday.
think the couple of winners there are horses to follow, definitely.
Yep. Right, your name first up since being gelded. He was good, strong late, probably what we wanted to see. On class, we thought he probably could win, but I think you may have said last week, just seeing him in the yard was the key, and he certainly got a lot of improvement. Yeah,
plenty of improvement to come from Right Your Name. Very happy with his first up run. I think it was a good move by Archie to place him at Bendigo over 1300. I think it was a 78.
Yeah.
If it had been a 1400, he might have nearly won that, but that's where his best form is, 14 and probably 16, we think. But that 13, you can see him get to the line. He flattened out and really hit the line. Once he got the whip in the right hand and really punched him out, he hit the line good. So looks like he's back for a very good prep, and his manners were impeccable, Pete.
He was great. He strolled around as if he was missing a couple of things. And it just shows a little bit of patience. We could have went to Geelong, and he would have been spinning around on a heavy track.
Yeah.
He'll come through that run really well, and we can actually go back to Bendigo probably today week.
Yep, he's in for a good prep.
Monday we had Condover Hall, teasers again, finished 6, beaten about 8, but on the home turn you would have been happy to increase your bet.
Well, he looked like he was going to win, and he just didn't let down or finish off. So, it's the end of the road with us with Condover Hall, and I think all the owners have pretty much agreed that Mitch has done what he can. The horse has got to his level, and he may not be a 2,000 metre horse, but he may not be 100% genuine, and he may not be loaded with a lot of talent.
No, and I think the fact that the owners have got a Sandown win on the wall, you can count your lucky stars, because I mean, it was a maiden, found the right maiden, we're at him ready to go, blinkers on that day, and unfortunately he just hasn't been able to replicate it since.
No, he hasn't. He's sort of just got to that level, or something's clicked in his head where he just doesn't really want to run through that pain barrier anymore, and that's where he's at. So he'll be coming home tomorrow.
Following day, we had Serious Deal finish third on the poly track at Ballarat.
Now, you weren't happy with this ride?
I never said nothing at all.
Well, I listened to the post race.
Geordie Charles.
You and Matt Kamani sort of got straight into it.
Oh, I don't think so, unless I'm...
Yeah, you said he should have got rolling earlier. I heard what you said.
I think the gate...
What's he doing? Why is he waiting so long?
No,
Come on.
sat behind the leader. I made the comment that the horse possibly...
I didn't hear the word possibly.
The horse is better if he can get rolling earlier. No knock on the jockey, because he was actually locked away by the leader. He's a one-paced... I was going to say plotter.
Stayer.
One-pace stayer that needs to be just rolling along.
He's got to get going early in that.
Yeah.
He's sitting there choking him.
But he had...
I can hear you yelling out, let him go! What are you doing?
It wasn't because I backed him. But look, positive, he's put 2 runs together.
2 nice runs together.
And a month apart.
When he's ridden more aggressively, you'll be winning.
I must admit, Kamani had him fitness-wise, he didn't blow.
No, they're good conditioners.
Yeah, so we just find a race similar and, a couple of weeks' time.
So who did you tell him to put on?
Oh, I didn't tell him.
You would have sacked him for sure.
No.
You leave it up to the trainers, don't you?
To sack him?
Yeah.
We don't have nothing to do with putting horses, jockeys on anymore.
Generally. There might be a few that have sort of got a red mark next to them.
There's a few that got a direct line to you. Williams, it's that time of the year.
I haven't heard from him.
No.
He's way out in front, doesn't he, Dales?
It's about 14 head, Oliver, isn't he? Yeah. We might have Oliver in there. Speaking of that, he'll be back on one of ours shortly, hopefully.
Yes.
Dentara yesterday, thought she was very good, and good for 2 reasons. It eliminated all the worry about the pack and a run where you just wonder sometimes.
Synthetic, typical.
Yeah, obviously.
Didn't go on it.
Griffo gave her a bit of time, and the owners were concerned about a couple of little issues.
What did you think about the ride?
Look, what can you do? The horse jumped and wanted to fly. It was very fresh. I was happy that I let her roll forward rather than sit 3 wide without cover.
Do you think it was too fresh?
Well, she was just keen, ready to go.
So you're saying the trainer didn't have a fit?
I just think that happens with some horses, Darren, I reckon. Should we play Griffo's tape? No?
Yeah, we could. Well, he had it too fresh.
Yeah.
Wanted to run like a mad thing.
Yeah, I think you...
Gave him a hell of a ride.
I think you just... I wouldn't be too worried about having a run in the next fortnight over 1100 somewhere.
I think he said she'd be hard to beat next time.
I think very hard to beat. For all
and the fact you got through the 7, that's good.
Oh, great, because when the winter's ahead of us, and this horse is a horse you could specifically place at certain tracks that'll suit her, speed type tracks, because she's a racy little filly, and I think she's a little bit better than what people probably might give her credit for. If you go back,
city class.
You go back through her form, she's beaten nice horses or been beaten by nice horses, so onwards and upwards, I reckon. Dentara.
Righto.
Yep. Today, Friday, as we come, just a bit of a look back, we've had 2nds, 3rds and 4ths and 5ths, and I reckon out of that lot, a lot of them...
They're going to run 2nds, 3rds, 4ths and 5ths.
There's some that have gone, but there's others that are ready to win. So
right.
As we still sit on 44.
So you're saying, really, if we can get the right riders on, we can win?
Get the trainers to get them fit.
Fit. We need them to get them fit, and we need proper riders.
Right, so we had a crack at the jockeys.
That's our appraisal.
Yeah.
For the week.
That's
common theme.
That's coming from every owner, not just us. Common theme. Today you're going to go to Geelong. We've got Lord Lennox resuming Slaughter offer. Freshen up, let up.
Showed promise, this horse.
Nice horse, good win.
J Mott.
Good win at this track. It'll be 3 months ago now, I suppose.
Yep. Is it fit enough, Pete?
It's the same trainer we're talking about here.
Has he got a fit
I
enough?
hope it's not fresh over 1500. Good jockey on, J Mott. He rode it. He's a good horse, this bloke.
I see it open $5.50 and it's into $4.
$4. The top weight's favourite.
270. He'll be hard to beat.
Couple of kilos it's got to give us.
He'll be hard to beat.
We'll be strong late. I don't know where we...
We'll run 2nd.
All right, you're confident. 2nd or 4th.
No, he'll run good.
But he's a good horse in the making. Former international, and he'll just get better as he gets into his prep. Angel Lass tomorrow.
Yep. Caulfield.
Yeah, drawn 13 to 13. Some people say, geez, what do you do there? But it's a 1100 metre race there at Caulfield. You actually get an 700 metre race, run. And
if the rain comes, the fence will be off. They'll be coming wide. I don't know where the rail is, but...
Dean only has to find a back or something.
Dean Yendall.
Oh, he's Dean.
Gee, we haven't said that name for months.
Seen him at Hamilton Trials. He goes, how'd that come about me getting on one? And I just said, we're just looking for an up and young kid that got no weight.
Someone potential.
Yeah. So, look, her best form is at Caulfield.
Yep.
And she hasn't won there, but two or three.
She's a real wet tracker,
yeah.
so hopefully the rain comes.
Yeah.
And look, there's a horse in there that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good News, it's called, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good form behind one of our smart ones.
Cracked the Code was knocking it off last prep, not by a lot.
No. But I suppose what you hope is it's first up.
It's going to lead, go to the fence, get bogged.
Unknown, the wet fit, and can handle it a bit. Right. So, because she talk about going to the fence and get bogged, that's what happened to her at Sale, yeah.
All right, we'll see if Yendall
can do the trick. Been a while since you rode a winner for it. I reckon we go back to French Fizz in January.
Weir's last winner.
Weir's last winner and be the last for him, and he hasn't. Then he got hurt, obviously.
Yeah, he's been out for months.
Then he come back and won a race and knocked him all over the fence and got 3 weeks. So he'll be hungry, Dino, I'd say. Robe to Fate, you might know more, may not run tomorrow.
If it's wet, he won't run. We'll
Right.
save him for during the week,
Yeah.
but we'll just have to wait and see. But
that's the horse.
His run was ordinary. Oh, yeah, that's
the blinkers over his eyes.
That was the new how you get beat.
That's another trainer error, isn't it?
Yeah, blinkers too big. You think they'd do a fitting, wouldn't you?
That'd be in the
So the blinkers slid down over his eyes and he couldn't see in the race. I hadn't heard that one before.
Gear change, blinkers too big. Or
Get
be
the
in
trainer.
the steward's comments.
The trainer needs a gear change.
Yeah, fine. Gear change. Also, we head north to
Mackay. John Manselman.
Sorted a few tracks out up there. We've been to Mackay before. What's it?
I don't know.
Might have been there last time.
She goes boom.
Out to 1200, gate 1, Amanda Thompson.
She'd want to be doing something there.
52 kilos, gate 1.
She'd want to be doing something there.
Wouldn't want to be finishing 6th or 7th.
No.
Gets a chance.
We've just got to wait and see.
Well, when I say she gets a chance, she needs to show us.
She needs to be winning this fair.
All right, that's what am I, Saturday. There's also
Sunday off.
Also Cassidy Saturday, but we've got nothing there.
Sunday? Day off.
Ballarat turf, now synthetic. That's a common thing.
Is that a jumps race?
Cassidy's the jumps. Sunday was just a turf meeting.
Right.
I don't think there's any turf meetings in Ballarat now until the Grand National Steeplechase Day. Right. So the rain hasn't helped the new part of the track.
Yeah.
Consolidate.
Sure.
Yep. So we're synthetic Sunday. Monday, I don't know where it is. It's Gippsland somewhere. Tuesday, we'll have one runner, definitely, in safety dance.
Yep. At Ballarat?
Yep. And possibly 2 with French Fizz. So safety dance being ultra consistent without winning.
I hope they either put a senior on him, carry the full weight,
61.5,
or they claim 3.
The bloke who's absolutely killing them there and has been riding big weighted winners is Brad Rawiller.
Yeah.
Just Brad will ride at 57, so sometimes you think, oh, he's going to carry the 61 up, but he's only got 4 kilos of dead weight, and the apprentice might have 8 kilos of dead weight, even though he's claiming. So, look, the young kid hasn't done much wrong on a German, but we were looking for an angle of either.
Just need to change something.
Get 3 or 4 kilos off, or a senior rider, so change as good as a holiday. So, safety dance, yeah, he'll be, that's the same race he's been running in the last 3 times.
Yep.
French Fizz, 1,000 metre benchmark 58. If they've got her fit enough, she's...
You liked her trial, didn't you?
Yeah, I like the way she finished it off. Harry said she got a bit tired late, but I thought she was good late. But, gee, 1,000 metres on that stuff. She trialled on it the other week, went okay on it. So she's had a feel for it.
And we're not sure.
Benchmark 58, sometimes not much stronger than a maiden, and she won her maiden well at Geelong.
Yeah, she's got good ability. She goes good. Anyway, we'll look forward to that.
She looked fresh in the trial, so my only concern was...
When was that trial? This week?
Last Tuesday,
So going to be
a week apart, which...
And Sandown, Pete? Are we going to Sandown Wednesday?
Lady McPhee, as I said, nominated, but it's only 12, but...
Don't know. I suppose it depends how heavy it is. But she needs 14.
If she needs 14, but I don't know if it's a hillside or the lakeside, because the hillside can race like 14s, but I don't know. I think
and that's it.
Yeah.
Now, popular demand. We've had a few requests that up and coming runners that we list them.
We just spoke about them.
So we list them up on a not a whiteboard, but a summary here. So
I'll leave it there.
for those who want to have a look at all these runners, here's a photo that you can have a look at and write them down. Or you can take a photo of a photo.
And you got them.
And you got them.
And if you want to see them again, they're actually on the newsletter as well.
Yep.
So if you want to read the newsletter, they'll be there as well. So
and you're going to put a little summary each way. No hope.
Jesus, that's going to get you into trouble, isn't it?
Top 4.
The Ladbrokes special,
That's it.
suggested by Morgs. All right. Well, in saying that, what's your best there?
Who's me best for the
I got
week?
2, I reckon.
I've only got 1.
Angel Lass each way,
Yeah.
and I hope like bloody hell Safety Dance wins.
I hope they all win. But if I was a betting man, and I was actually going to put some of my hard-earned on,
Today?
I'd think I'd be leaning towards Lord Lennox today, but I'd want to see him in the yard first to see if he's fit. I'd be backing Angel Lass the place. I think she's overs and she'll make massive improvement.
Yep.
And I think Safety Dance, well, he's probably going to be unders.
Yeah.
He's probably, like he was beaten $2.15 favourite last time, so it's pretty hard to get a quid.
You might get $20 a double there, him and French Fizz for $5.
Well, you can do that. I'll just watch.
Or you could just take them both for a place.
I think I'll just stick with Lord Lennox and Angel Lass for this week, and I'll just watch the rest.
I'm each way Angel Lass and straight out Safety Dance.
Now, we've been keeping a record of how we're going on the punt.
Yeah.
Pete's down $9,000.
Maybe we might just make this a little bit of an end of each, and we'll keep a tally. So 2 each week, righto?
Righto.
Mine's Angel Lass each way and Safety Dance straight out, and you're good Lord Lennox.
So it's $100.
Yeah, righto.
Either the win or the loss.
Yep.
We'll see.
And you're Lord Lennox to win, Angel Lass to place. Is that it?
Yeah, I suppose. Yes.
Well, no,
yeah, I'll do that.
Righto.
I'm not going to be sitting on the
We'll
fence
keep the
like
lead.
you.
No, I've had
Each
a win
way.
bet. No, it's Safety Dance to win.
Righto.
You only win Angel Lass to place. I've got each way. I can
Nah,
get
you can't go each way. There's no each way bet. So you're either tipping them to win or tipping them to run a place. You can't be each way.
Well, we're both Angel Lass to
Place
place.
them. Yep. And I'm Lord Lennox to win, you're Safety Dance to win.
Righto. So that's where we are.
All right, let's see who's out in front next week.
Keep this rolling for a month or so, then we'll get rid of it when we haven't got a winner.
I'm sure after a month, the number of people that watch this will drop dramatically.
Right, off-topic racing, Darren. Sad news during
Very
the week.
bad news. Disappointing. Yeah, look, we need to say farewell to one of our owners who passed away this week, Rosemary Fellows.
Yeah.
Wife of Brian Fellows, who races Yogi, Penthouse Playboy, and has raced horses with us.
Platelet, etc.
Platelet, yeah, Rosemary and Brian raced horses with us for many years. Brian's still obviously involved, but yeah, Rosemary passed away this week, which was very sad after a bit of an illness, Pete. And yeah, it's very sad. So condolences to Brian and the whole family, and I'm sure many of the ATB owners will be saddened to hear that news, because one thing they did, Pete, was spend a lot of time at the races, and I don't think they missed many wins that they had, and you might just want to pop that little photo up the day they had the double at Warrnambool with.
I think it highlights exactly what they got, you know, in their time together in racing. It was a double at Warrnambool, and yeah, not too happy, you know, loving people that had a ripper day. They stayed down there that night, and and someone say Brian might be a little bit of a handful at times, but those two just clicked, and I actually experienced one of the last 2 days together up at Sydney when Yogi ran, and we
That was in the Sydney Cup. They flew up.
yeah, and you know,
Made the effort.
they're just terrific, yeah, ATB owners, and yeah,
Good people.
it's just sad that Rosemary's passed away, and yeah, like we're all thinking of your Brian and family, and yeah, let's hope maybe in 2 or 3 weeks' time, Yogi can do the
Fly
job.
the flag for him.
Yep, exactly.
Well said. Well, until next week, I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morganti.